Hi, welcome to this video on maps and ratios. So here we've got a traditional map ratio, so 1 to 10,000. What does this mean? This means that 1 centimetre is equal to 10,000 centimetres in the real world. Okay, so if I travel this far on the map, I'm travelling 10,000 in the real world. Now, there's several ways they could ask the question. So the first style is they might ask you to convert 4 centimetres on the map into the real life version. So we're going to do this in ratios. So the current ratio we've got is 1 to 10,000. And I'm now being told that I've got 4 centimetres on the map. So how have I turned 1 into 4? I've times it by 4. So I'm going to do exactly the same to the other side of my ratio, which would give me 40,000 centimetres. Now, I don't know about you, but when I go walking, I don't tend to say I've walked 40,000 centimetres. I tend to say I've walked so many metres, or I've walked so many kilometres. So you need to read the question. Does it just want a straightforward conversion, or does it want you to convert it into a different unit? So if we were to take this one, if we were asked to put this into metres, okay, we're going to divide by 100. So 40,000 divided by 100 is 400 metres. I might get asked to turn into kilometres. Okay, now there's two ways I could do this. I could go from metres to kilometres by dividing by 1,000. Okay, so 400 divided by 1,000 would make that 0.4 kilometres. Or I could go straight from here to here by dividing by 100,000 in one go. So you can either go to get to kilometres, into metres, and then into kilometres, or you can go from centimetres straight to kilometres. I personally normally use this route. The reason is I know how to convert centimetres to metres, I know how to convert metres into kilometres. So I'm using knowledge I already have, whereas this is a new piece of knowledge. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Okay, so you'll see that I've changed ratio this time. So this time our ratio is 1 to 100,000 centimetres. So for every centimetre on the map, that is 100,000 centimetres in the real world. So what we're going to do is like we did before. So this time we're going to convert 7 centimetres into a real world scenario. So 7 centimetres, so I've got 1 to 100,000. The 7 goes under there, and I'm going to say, how do I convert a 1 into a 7? I've times it by 7. So what am I going to do to this side? I'm also going to times it by 7. So that would give me 700,000 centimetres. Now again, I'm not going to say I've travelled 700,000 centimetres. I'm more likely to give that answer as a metre or a kilometre, but read the question. So if I want to turn this into metres, we said we're going to divide by 100. Okay, so that's 7,000 metres. Apologies, that looks like a 2. If I want to go into kilometres, remember I can either divide by 1,000 to get from metres to kilometres, so that would be 7 kilometres. Or I could divide straight by 100,000 to get to the same answer. It doesn't matter which way you go. Okay, so if this ratio up here said 25,000, then obviously you put 25,000 here and you scale it up. Okay, it's the same method regardless of what the number is. Okay, this could say 50,000. 50,000 would go here, and you carry on like you did before. So that is going map into the real world. The alternative is to go from the real world into the map scale, okay, which is what we're going to look at next. So here we've got our scale. It's 1 centimetre to 100,000 centimetres. Now you'll see the value they've given us is 3 kilometres this time. Now because my ratio is in centimetres, I need this to be in centimetres. So we're going to reverse what we did before. So 3 kilometres, I'm going to times that, by 1,000, which is going to give me 3,000 metres. Okay, I'm going to take my 3,000 metres and times that by 100 to give me 300,000 centimetres. So this is the value I'm going to work with. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the opposite of what we did last time. So we had 1 to 100,000, and this time we've got something to 300,000. Okay, you'll see I've put it underneath this side. How do I turn 300,000? Okay, so what's the link there? To get from 100,000 to 300,000, I have multiplied by 3. So what are we going to do on the other side? I'm going to multiply it by 3. So on the map, for 3 kilometres, I have travelled 3 centimetres. Okay, we'll try one more. Okay, so this time we're going to turn 200 metres into the map scale. But again, this is in centimetres and this is in metres, so I've got to do a conversion first. So 200 multiplied by 100 is going to give me 20,000 centimetres. Again, line up your ratios. So you'll see the ratio this time is 50,000. Okay. Don't know what this side is, but I know that this side is 20,000. So how can I turn 50,000 into 20,000? That's right. I could multiply by 2.5. So what am I going to multiply this side by? 2.5. So 200 metres on this map, because of this scale, is 2.5 centimetres on the map. Okay. Always make sure you line your ratios up properly. So if you're going from a map to a real world, you're dealing with this side first. If you're doing a real world into a map, you're dealing with this side first. Okay. Good luck.